Welcome, everyone, to this edition of Handshake How-Tos. This is going to be a special edition for our career fair coming up. My name is Maya Lloyd, and I am the Student Career Program Manager for the Offices of Experiential Learning and Career Services. And with me today, I have my colleague, Abby, who will introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. I'm Abby, and I am the Student Career Program Coordinator for the Office of Experiential Learning Services here at CUNY School of Public Health. I'm also a CUNY SPH alum. Thank you so much for being here today. Back over to you, Maya.
Okay, so like I mentioned, today is a special edition of Handshake How-Tos. We do have our spring virtual career fair coming up, and we just want to make sure you all are prepared for the event. The fair will take place on Handshake. This is our first year doing this. So again, we just want to provide you with as many resources as possible before the big day. So this live demonstration is going to cover how you can optimize your Handshake profile, upload your resume or any other application materials, and really make sure that your profile and yourself, right, you are visible to employers and you're putting your best foot forward. So we're also going to go over how to research participating employers before the fair, how to register for the fair, and select sessions that fit your schedule and your interest. We will also discuss preparation for employer interactions, navigating the fair and Handshake the day of the event, and following up with employers afterwards. We will have time for Q&A at the end, but if you do have any questions, you can go ahead and put them in the chat as we go along, and Abby and I will do our best to answer them during the event. We will also have a post-event email that will share this recording, plus some additional resources and next steps, and also a feedback survey. So we do appreciate your feedback on how the session went for you. And if you are already set up on Handshake, so you've claimed your account, you can go ahead and follow along with us if you have the opportunity to do so. So first, and just really quickly, going over what is Handshake. So some of you may have attended our Handshake How-Tos event in the fall, but if not, we do have that recording that we will be sharing with you. But basically, Handshake is your one-stop shop for all things that have to do with the career fair. So on the platform, you can explore different career resources. You can apply for jobs, internships, and other opportunities. You can meet with a career coach, and you can do all of that in one place. There are thousands of employers that are on Handshake already, and they post new opportunities to Handshake every day. And we are doing the career fair on Handshake because it does make the experience a little bit more seamless. You can meet with employers one-on-one or in group sessions, and we just want to make sure that you are making the most of it. So specifically for the Office of Career Services, we use Handshake for many things. It's not just the career fair. For those that have been engaged with our office, you know that already. So we hold all of our events on Handshake. You can schedule advising appointments on Handshake as well, and just look for additional resources for our office. So all of that is done on Handshake. We also send our weekly newsletter to Handshake through Handshake, so through those targeted emails. So just make sure you're looking out for this newsletter and different newsletters that we send out throughout the week. So those will include different opportunities, internships, and employment opportunities that come up for us. We send those through Handshake. And of course, our weekly newsletter, again, that goes out every Wednesday. So just make sure that you're getting those emails. It's not going to your spam. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now in the chat, I'm going to drop a link. And this is the link for the Handshake How-Tos event that we held over the fall. So it's in your Handshake resources. So if you want to, you can just make a note. and just bookmark that so you can go ahead and learn more about the basic features of Handshake. Okay, we have a bunch of events coming up, not just the career fair. We do have some events that are happening to prepare you for the career fair. But just so you know, again, we host many events throughout the year. So on the 24th, that's next week, we have a special discovery series with the New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene for their Pipeline to Preparedness Fellowship Program. Okay, so that's being held on Monday. We have a career workshop coming up on assertiveness and self-advocacy. We also have our career skills masterclass with Dr. Rachel Sobel. We have a career corner, coming up, career and job fair prep. So this specific event is only for current students, but we do offer different resources that you can look into if you are an alum of the school. And then the major talking point here is our career fair happening Friday, April 25th. And then afterwards, we have another internship discovery series with CUNY and MTA. So we hope that we see you all at these events. I'm going to drop in the chat again. This is our events calendar. Okay, so that's just another link that you can look into. We also hold Handshake office hours. So this is every week. So if you have questions about how to access your account, maybe how to set up your profile, how to complete it, if you're having any issues with any technical support really for Handshake, you can join Handshake office hours with Abby. So you can either scan the QR code here, or I'm going to drop the registration link in the chat for you. So this is just another link. Okay, so we hope to see you all at an upcoming event. Okay, so our career fair happening April 25th. We already have about 21 employers that are registered for the fair, so we definitely hope to see you there. We are expecting more employers to register as the event approaches. So we do just want to get a quick feel of the room, of how many people, of how many people are actually registered for the career fair already. So Abby, we can either do the poll, or do you want folks to put their answer in the chat? You let me know.
If folks can put their answers in the chat, that would be great.
Awesome. So I love to see that a lot of folks are registered. If you're not, that's totally okay as well. This is why we're holding this event, so you can get a live demonstration of how to register for the event, and then also how to sign up for sessions with employers. Okay, and for those that are not registered, Abby will go ahead and put the actual registration link in the chat for you, so you can have that as well. Great, thanks, Abby. So we're going to go ahead and we're almost going to get started with our live demonstration. Before we get there, I do want to just briefly show you all the event webpage that we have, and I hope you all have been looking at this. If not, then again, totally okay. So we do have an official career fair website. Okay, so Abby can put that link in the chat as well, but you can also navigate to the career fair website from the Career Services webpage, right? So let's say you're on the Career Services webpage. You go to the Virtual Career tab, and here you have the official website. So on the home page, of course, you have the event details. You can also see what employers are already registered by their logos here. You can also register for Handshake office hours from this page, or even look at different events that are happening for the school. For attendees of the event, you can click into the students and alumni page. Really everything you need, step-by-step instructions, video tutorials, articles to help you navigate the career fair and really prepare, everything can be found here, okay? So if you do have any questions, you can definitely go to this page. We do have, again, another link here to register for Handshake office hours. You can register for the career fair directly from this page. You can see instructions on how to get started with Handshake, and that's from the basics, from logging into Handshake, completing your profile, which is really important for you to have your profile completed before the event. Again, so employers can look at you and say, like, I really want to meet with this person. So it's really important that you have that completed. Okay, again, we also have some videos here that you can watch, tutorials on why the career fair is beneficial for students and alumni, especially having it on Handshake, and tips and resources for preparing for the career fair and also participating in the career fair. So again, this is a great resource for all attendees that are looking to register for the event. Okay, so with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so Abby can take over. And we'll get into the live demonstration. Before that happens, we have one more poll here. Okay, and this is just for us to get a feel of how prepared you feel for the career fair. So if you feel very prepared, somewhat prepared, not prepared at all. And again, no judgment. Nothing will make us feel bad. This is why we're holding the event. Okay, so most folks feel some are prepared and not prepared at all. Hopefully after our time here together, you feel even more prepared to continue on with setting yourself up for the career fair. But again, if you do have questions, please put those in the chat. We'll have Q&A at the end. And with that, I will turn it over to Abby.
Hi, everyone. Can you all see my screen okay? Wonderful. I'm having some technical difficulties, so if anything comes up, just unmute, share it in the chat, and thank you again for being here today. So, as you all know, the Office of Career Services uses Handshake for many things, and it's important to have a few things set up before it comes time to register and sign up for sessions at the career fair. The first thing I would like to show you is that this is what the homepage looks like when you log into Handshake on your desktop. And first, let's take a look at our notification preferences. So to find this from the homepage, this is what comes up right when you log in. You'll select your profile photo in the top right corner, and then go to notification preferences. To receive important emails about the career fair, you'll want to make sure that your notification preferences are set up so that you receive emails, text, pop-up notifications on your phone, etc. And so we recommend enabling as many of these as possible so that you can stay up to date with the employers when you've registered for their sessions and so that you don't miss any important updates. So if you just hover here, you can go to career fairs, and if there's an update from an employer that you follow and they register for the fair, you can get notified about that. Next, let's check our account information. To get to this page, you just select account information below notification preferences. And you can update your information. You can add an alternate email if you want to receive updates there, maybe instead of at your SPH student email. You can update any demographic information. And an important piece here is that you want to make sure that your privacy is set to community, because this allows employers, colleagues, and the CUNY SPH community to see your profile. It's especially important before the fair so that employers can view your profile once you've registered for their sessions and follow up with you afterwards. Another important thing to prepare before the fair is your resume. And so to do this, select your profile photo in the top right corner again, select My Documents, and you'll see here that I have many resumes uploaded to Handshake throughout the years. And to upload another document, select Upload New Document, and you'll have the option to choose a file from your computer. You can name it. You can upload a resume, a cover letter, a transcript, another document. Some employers require uh, personal statements or writing samples, and so that would fall under this category. And you can add a description, which is helpful for future reference. So we strongly recommend at least making your resume public here so that employers you connect with at the fair can easily access them. And this helps employers review your experience before and after the fair, which will increase your chances of making a strong impression. Now, back to the fun stuff. Filling out your profile in Handshake comes with many benefits, especially before the fair, and a complete Handshake profile will optimize your experience in connecting with employers. So from the Handshake homepage, you can navigate to your profile again by clicking your little profile icon in the top right corner and selecting My Profile. You'll likely get a pop-up that explains some of the reasons why your profile matters so much. And really, we go into this more in our first Handshake How-Tos event of the semester, and Maya will share that link in the chat in a few moments. So here's what my student profile looks like. I won't go through every section in detail since we cover that in the first Handshake How-Tos event, but if you'd like a refresher, the resource is available on Handshake. So as you can see, I have at least one piece of information in every section. And it's of course better to include more, and the more you include, the better your experience on Handshake will be. But especially for the career fair, it's important to complete the looking for section here. This section helps specify the types of opportunities you're seeking, including job roles, industries, locations, and other preferences. And keep in mind that this depends on your profile visibility settings, so this section will only be displayed on your profile if you're set to community. Now, from the Handshake homepage, there are a couple of ways that you can find the career fair. First, you can click on the Career Center tab here. And under upcoming career fairs, you'll see it listed. You can also go to the Events tab where you'll see all upcoming events, and the fair will be under all events here. But you can also search by career fairs at your school. You can also search by filters, but given that it's our only fair for the semester, you likely don't need to do that, but let's try it anyways. So if we look by a virtual medium, we'll see all of the virtual events. And if we look by category, we're looking for the CUNY SPH Spring 2025 Virtual Career Fair. There we go, and there's our fair. Once you click on the fair, you'll be taken to the career fair page where you can start taking next steps like registering and signing up for employer sessions. Before you register or sign up for any sessions, you'll likely want to know which employers are attending the fair. So keep in mind that employers will continue to register and update their schedules right up until the event, so be sure to check back often. To see which employers are participating, scroll down to the employers attending section, and then to see all of the employers, select Show All Employers. Right now, there are currently 21 employers registered for the fair. Let's say you're interested in working with the New York State Department of Civil Service. We recommend following employers that you're interested in so you'll get those updates when they post opportunities or post events on Handshake. And you can do this by selecting the follow button next to their name. So now I'm following the New York State Department of Civil Service. And so while employers register on Handshake, keep in mind that they may not have had a chance to update all of their available positions yet. And we recommend also researching the company websites and browsing all available opportunities to ensure you become as prepared as possible. So you can navigate to the employer profile by selecting their profile photo here. From here, you can view their jobs on Handshake and then check their website for additional details. At the top of the employer's page, you'll see filters that let you narrow down your search by location, job type, and more. Let's say I want to connect with government employers. Right now, there are 4 government employers participating in the fair. So now, once we've researched the participating employers, we can register for the fair. To register for the fair, you'll want to first read through the career fair details here, look through the career fair website for registration details, event updates, Handshake resources, and preparation tips as Maya went through before. And you can also register for Handshake office hours for any technical support and guidance on making the most of the fair. To register, just click the dark blue register button up here. And then we'll fill out the registration survey together. So although we recommend using your SPH student email, you might have another email that you want to use. So instead of using my student email, maybe I want to use my staff email today. And then if you don't remember your employee ID, no worries. Required questions have the asterisk, and if there's no asterisk, it's optional. And then on the second page, you'll provide some details about what types of positions you're looking for. And then on the third page, you'll answer questions about your Handshake profile. As discussed earlier, a complete profile is one of the best ways to maximize your success at the fair. And so if your profile is complete, say yes. If you're not sure, then maybe it would be beneficial to attend Handshake office hours. You can also make sure that you've uploaded your resume. And then once you're done and you select the green finish button at the bottom, you'll be redirected back to the career fair page. Now, once we've registered, we can sign up for sessions. And we can't emphasize this enough. One of the most important things you can do is check back often and sign up for your sessions with employers. Unlike an in-person career fair where you can walk up to different booths at any time, a virtual fair on Handshake requires you to register for specific time slots. The great part about this setup, though, is that you can build your own schedule and you can sign up for as many sessions as you want as long as they don't overlap. For additional guidance on doing this, Maya will share a helpful article from Handshake for signing up for sessions in the chat now, and you can review this later. To view available sessions, scroll down to the Available Sessions tab. Here, you can use the same filters that we reviewed earlier to narrow down options and explore what's available. So let's continue with our New York State Department of Civil Service example. As you can see, the Department of Civil Service has both one-on-one sessions and a group session available. One-on-one sessions are great for having a direct conversation with a representative, learning about the organization, sharing more about your experience, and asking more of those personalized questions. Group sessions are where employers provide general information and you can learn from their presentation and questions from other attendees. The sign-up process for both sessions is the same. And so to sign up for a session, select it and a pop-up window will show the available times. Let's say I want to register from 12:20 to 12:30. And then all you have to do after that is select confirm. So now I'm registered for the one-on-one session with the Department of Civil Service. You also may or may not, depending on how many sessions you've registered for, see a pop-up that prompts you to update your resume, and that will just make sure that the representative you're meeting with is just as prepared to meet with you as you are to meet with them. So now If you want to see the sessions you've registered for, select the Your Schedule tab, and you'll see all of the sessions. Since I'm only signed up for this one, this is the only one that is here, but you can book up as many slots as you'd like from 12 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. on the day of the fair. So I can see that the session starts in a month, and I have the opportunity to send a message to the representative before we meet. And then on the day of the fair, this gray join button video will be a dark blue color, which will allow you to join. And it will open 5 minutes before, and then after your time slot, it will extend up to 20 minutes so that you can continue the conversation if needed. So as a final reminder, employers will continue updating their session availability over the next few weeks. Be sure to check back often and sign up for as many sessions as fits your schedule. So you might be wondering, how do I prepare for the fair? Our office hosts several events to help you get ready. Maya will share the link in the chat once more in case you'd like to review the Handshake fundamentals from our first Handshake How-Tos event. Additionally, in about 2 weeks, our career coach Tina will be hosting a career corner for career and job fair prep, which is open to all CUNY SPH students. You can find and register for the event from the events tab on Handshake, but Maya will share that link in the chat as well in just a moment. So in addition to the events that we have going on this semester, you can also attend Handshake office hours for personalized support with registering for the fair and signing up for sessions. And you can find further details on the resources available to you in the career fair description, such as the website, the link to register for Handshake office hours, which is on Zoom in case anyone is having any troubles with Handshake itself. And then if there's any questions that you would prefer answered over email, you can also email us at careerservices@sph.cuny.edu. So now, navigating the fair day of is pretty straightforward and follows the same steps we've already discussed. From the career fair overview page here, review your details once more, check out any remaining sessions, and you'll notice that your sessions will show to the right of the screen. And let's say you were meeting with multiple employers, you would see them in chronological order. Select the Your Schedule tab to see all your sessions in detail. Maybe send a message to the employer and let them know you're excited to meet with them. And again, on the day of the fair, the Join Video button will be dark blue, and it will become active 5 minutes before the session starts, allowing you to join. If you run into any issues, our office will have virtual help rooms available throughout the fair, and we'll send detailed instructions as the event approaches. Maya's going to share another link in the chat now, which is from our Handshake relationship manager with some guidance on navigating the fair the day of. So once your session ends, again, you'll have up to 20 minutes after the scheduled end time to allow for any final conversations. You can leave and rejoin a session, but keep in mind that you can only be connected to a session on one device at a time. When the session officially ends, a prompt will appear with next steps, including options to follow the employer on Handshake, view recommended jobs from the employer. There will be one job listed, but clicking view all when the time comes will show all of the opportunities they've posted with our school. And then you can also send a follow-up message. We really recommend sending a follow-up message to your session host after the fair, and a great message should reference something interesting or helpful from your conversation, express enthusiasm for one of their roles, the company, or the industry itself. And then you can also ask any additional questions about the company or next steps in the hiring process. If you want to reconnect later, you can go back to the same career fair page in Handshake and select the Your Schedule tab once again, and then you'll be able to review past sessions and session hosts. The Send a Message button will allow you to reach out at any time, and you can view the host name, job title, and company. Even after the fair, you can continue building relationships with employers by following the company profiles to receive their updates, and remember to make sure that your notification preferences are updated. You can also message students or alumni who have worked with the company. You can respond to the employer messages in Handshake, and you can apply for their open positions and stay engaged with any future events that they might be hosting. You can view any messages from employers in the inbox tab here, But remember, most of these follow-up actions can be done directly from the career fair page, even after the event ends. So now back over to Maya for some next steps.
Okay, thanks, Abby. I'll just go ahead and share my screen, Abby, since I have it up, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay, so thank you so much again, Abby, for that wonderful live demonstration. We hope it was helpful for you all that were here. Just to kind of review next steps, we did cover a lot. Again, it is very, very important that you all are completing your Handshake profile, as we've mentioned a few times. And again, you can kind of think of it as like a LinkedIn profile, right? So you're entering your information just as if an employer were to come across you on LinkedIn. They want to see what you're all about, right? They want to see your experiences, what qualifications you have, any special skills. Would love to see your face if you want to upload a profile picture, but every single piece of this is really important for you to build that rapport with the employers that are going to be attending the fair. So yeah, just making sure that you are completing those sections. Again, we do have Handshake office hours. If you want to meet with Abby, if you do need any technical assistance with getting yourself set up on Handshake. Remembering to upload your resume to Handshake as well, just as the minimum. But if you do have maybe any writing samples that you want to put up there, generalized cover letter, you can also upload that to Handshake as well. And remembering to set your visibility, your profile visibility to public, so employers can actually see what's on your profile. Before you even register for the fair, or even, during that time where you are preparing for your meetings, just make sure that you are researching the participating employers beforehand, okay? Make sure that you are a good fit for the employer. Location-wise, make sure, if you do want to work with employers, that you are in a suitable location to do so, looking at organizations that might be local to you. And to register for the fair, just making sure that you are filling out that brief survey beforehand and then signing up for as many employer sessions as you like. As Abby mentioned, employers are still registering for the fair and setting up their sessions, and they'll be able to do so until about a week or so before the fair. So just make sure you are constantly checking back to the event webpage and signing up for new sessions that open up. You'll be getting email correspondence from our office as well, just with reminders of what you need to do and when new employers register. So you can just make sure that you're bookmarking the event page so you can go back to it at any time. Okay, and Abby, if she hasn't done so already, will definitely drop the link in the chat for Handshake office hours, so you all can sign up for that. Okay, and we'll also drop the chat for the website again. So remember to go back to the website, look at those resources that we have and step-by-step instructions. All of this will also be sent out to you after the event, so you have everything in one place. Again, a friendly reminder of all the events that are coming up before the career fair and following. So we do have a few discovery series coming up. All of these workshops and programming that we put on really do play a part in supporting you all in your career journey as a student or alum of the school. So we strongly encourage you to attend any events that fit your schedule and that are open for your year. So some of our events are only open to students, others are open to both students and alums. So we definitely encourage you to attend those events. All right, and with that, we will open the floor up for any Q&A.